got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. There's Hero with a three. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of the game.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker.
Now here's Butler. And Adebayo throws it down.
Smart play by Jimmy. Butler spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Back to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. To the wing on the left. Back to Tucker. The three. Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. Tries again. Misses off the right iron.
Just a bit of a rut here early. Just 1 of 4 so far.
And Leonard gets it to go. And Coach Spoelstra says that Adebayo continues to put in the work to improve.
And Kevin, you see it in his game every year. Never takes a summer off. Comes back each fall with a new wrinkle to his repertoire.
There's Hero with a three.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Back to George. Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
From deep, George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Oladipo misses.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
The shot by George, wide open. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, Paul George showing his offensive confidence right there, just letting that one go as soon as it touches his hands.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Trains the three-pointer.
Oladipo finding his range now.
Outside Leonard. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's George. He has 7, and it's George finishing it off.
Well, once Paul George gets in that deep, get out of the way. He's coming right at you.
Here's Adebayo. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 6 points for Bam Adebayo.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Left side Lowry. Trying to get open is Butler. And the Heat, another 3.
You know, that was a time when three-point shooting was a liability for Lowry. But the guy has put in the time, and now he is a solid option from deep. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy.
But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
Goes up on the high post. And it's Martin missing.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And both free throws good for Zubac. The Heat trailed by 12. Pass to Strus. Now here is Robinson. Miami no good on that time either. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the LA Clippers. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Clippers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
I also love the early energy that they've played with, pushing the ball every chance they get, exploring quick shots, showing some serious fast break offense. I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Here's Martin, and finished off by Martin.
And that's just smart basketball. Lowry reading the overcommitment and just whipping the ball to the open man.
Now here's George from past the arc. The shot no good. Pass to Strus. No good from outside. Los Angeles leading by 17. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. they're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Los Angeles making a switch here. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Heat. Here's Tucker. And again, it's the Heat missing. Leonard with the ball. Butler covering. Pass to Leonard. Outside, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. Outside for George. And another shot. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. And here are the Heat.
And really hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And George gets it to go. And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami.
And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 27.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Heat call time here.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
Here's Oladipo. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 13 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
There's Hero with the three. No good there. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Oh! It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And here's Adebayo. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. .110 left to play here in the second quarter. Sinks the three-pointer. Heroes got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Hartenstein. Powell in the high post. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
There's Hero with the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. Los Angeles calls timeout. And the former Kentucky Wildcat, Tyler Hero, he was picked 13th, Greg, in the 2019 draft, and he had an immediate impact.
And you feel a lot of teams didn't see how NBA ready Hero was. Underrated as a playmaker coming into the league. He's been a huge part of this team since his arrival.
Seconds left now here in the second. Inside. Outside for Batum. Pass to Hartenstein. 6 to shoot. Batum inside the three-point line. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Nine seconds left in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Eight seconds left in the second quarter. Oladipo misses. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Clippers ahead. Just dominating this one. 2K Sports back in a moment here at FTX Arena. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Now the Clippers with it. Pass to Covington. Jackson down low. Great D that time from Adebayo. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Up top, Hero. Here's Oladipo. Drills the three-pointer. Oladipo's got the first basket of the second half here for the Heat.
defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Miami with the ball.
And you look at the size of Bam Adebayo. Rare to see someone so big be so fluid with the ball.
And how much GA does that ability unlock what this team can do offensively around Bam? The DHOs, or dribbling up from the post to make plays, or involving him at the top of the key to find backdoor cutters. That's a lot of extra action for teams not to be able to prepare for because of Bam's skill.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. And here are the Heat now. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Oladipo misses.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
George, no good. Pass to Butler. Back to Hero. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Hero's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A 3 ball. Tucker can't get it to go. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Pass to George. Takes it inside. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And the Heat call time here.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
So both teams changing it up here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game. That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Back to Leonard. He takes it in. He's still hot. Now he is 9 of 10.
Just remarkable what he's able to do. Leonard, with a guy draped all over him, still able to convert.
It's tipped. Stolen by Tucker. It's Robinson, top of the key. Back to Lowry. And again, it's the Heat missing. It's been all Clippers. 18 feet out. Knocked loose. Stolen by Robinson. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. .35 seconds left. left to play in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Robinson for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. Robinson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Right side, Leonard. Powell, no one around him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
The three. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Hero. Puts up a three. They get it back. Pass to Tucker. Here's Hero. Defended by George. And it's sent back by George. Back to Leonard. And here is Powell. George looking over the floor. Clock at 6. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And George, here we go. That one good for 2. George has got 36.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And that one is stuffed right through.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his third foul of the game. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Powell with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Back to George. In the corner, Powell with it. Hits it from three-point range. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
I also love the fact that they played with speed tonight. They haven't sputtered one bit, constantly getting out on the break and creating opportunities in transition.
Pass to Adebayo. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Hero, no good.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The three from George. George double teamed. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh!
No doubt. Really, with that level of speed and power, it is so difficult to keep Leonard from scoring on the drive. He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
The tray. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. That's 29 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for them, the defense should have done more on that last play. All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Here's Strus. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And allowing this to go no further. He stops a 15-0 run by the Clippers.
George fires. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
The defense there got away with a major lapse. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance
For George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Again, the miss by the Heat. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Clippers moving the ball around. To the middle. And it's George finishing it off.
Pretty cool that Paul George came to the game on a rocket ship because he's on another planet right now.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Strus. They get it back. The kick outside to Butler. Hero from long range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And that's what Hero can provide. Points from distance. I don't know if you want them coming from that far away, but that's three.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which